We're on highway to climate hell, UN Secretary-General. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres yesterday told nations gathered at the start of the COP27 summit in Egypt that they face a stark choice. Work together now to cut emissions or condemn future generations to climate catastrophe. Humanity has a choice. Cooperate or perish, Guterres told delegates gathered in the seaside resort town of Sharm el-Sheikh. He called for a pact between the world's richest and poorest nations to accelerate the transition from fossil fuels, and funding to ensure poorer countries can reduce emissions and cope with the climate impacts that have already occurred. Despite decades of climate talks, the Egypt COP is the 27th conference of the parties. Progress has been insufficient to save the planet from excessive warming as nations are too slow or reluctant to act, he added. Greenhouse gas emissions keep growing. Global temperatures keep rising and our planet is fast approaching tipping points that will make climate chaos irreversible, he said. We are on a highway to climate hell with our foot on the accelerator. Former U.S. Vice President Al Gore, also speaking at the event, said global leaders have a credibility problem when it comes to climate change. Many nations with rich resources of oil, gas and coal have criticized the push for a rapid transition away from fossil fuels, arguing it is economically reckless and unfair to poorer and less developed nations keen for economic growth. Signatories to the 2015 Paris Climate Agreement had pledged to achieve a long-term goal of keeping global temperatures from rising by more than 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, the threshold at which scientists say climate change risks spinning out of control. Guterres said that goal would only stay alive if the world can achieve net zero emissions by 2050. He asked nations to agree to phase out the use of coal by 2040. Emission.
排放物，释出物，排放，放出。
Catastrophe.
巨大灾难，重大灾害。
Humanity.
人类。
Accelerate.
加快速度，提前，促进。
Transition.
转变，过渡。
Fossil fuel.
化石燃料。
Cope with something.
对付，处理，解决，某事。
Impact.
冲击，撞击力，某事物的重大影响或作用力。
Excessive.
过多的，超出的，过度的。
Reluctant.
勉强的，不愿意的。
Chaos.
混乱无序。
Irreversible.
不可逆转的，无法回复的，不能改变的。
Criticize.
批评，责备。
Signatory.
签署合约的人、组织、国家。
Threshold.
门槛，临界值，界限。
Net zero.
零排放的，零排放。
Phase something out.
逐步淘汰，停用，某物，某制度。